subscribe, hype, like, click the notification bell and turn on all notifications. And donate with a super thanks donation in the comments section below for the unfiltered, unapologetic SeanzViewEnt, your home for WWE news, rumors, and backstage chaos. This is where gossip gets exposed around the clock. Now, here's your host, the brash SeanzViewEnt.
Viewers, fans, and subscribers, hell, even the dividers, welcome to Around the Clock News and Rumors in WWE, where we give you the most calculated, the most informative, the most descriptive in WWE, because this is your undisputed place to be. And boy, do we got a chock-full loaded episode with WWE behind the scenes. And remember, as the video said, like, hype, subscribe, click the bell, and turn on all notifications. Remember, make sure all notifications are turned on your cell phone, because I truly do give you the most insightful, the most impactful, the most dynamic in WWE, because I truly do believe in the viewers, the fans, and the subscribers. Let's not waste any more of your valuable time. Let's get right into the news. As fans are calling out WWE for releasing wrestlers and keeping Lil Yacht around, Paul Heyman responds to this. Again, how can celebrities, how can outsiders stay in WWE, but real wrestlers, real superstars in World Wrestling Entertainment are getting released from the company? You gotta be kidding me, ladies and gentlemen. And I can see why there's a lot of backlash, and I can see why there's a lot of chaos about that. Also, we got breaking news as concerns the top 3 merch draws from WrestleMania 42 revealed. WWE is absolutely blown away. The results are in for the top merchandise sellers following WrestleMania 42, and while that usual name is dominated by John Cena, that was not the case this time. Because now, ladies and gentlemen, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, and Danhausen, according to Fightful Select, are ranking as the only track sales for specific wrestlers inside the stadium. They don't count general items like WrestleMania t-shirts or replica title belts. And WWE is a mess right now. Talent silenced. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, the newsletters, and the great one on YouTube. Yeah, we all know I've had a little bit of a history. I have a little bit of a turbulence with this man. We all know, and I'm not talking about The Rock, the great one. No. I'm not talking about the final boss, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. No, I'm talking about the great one here on YouTube.com. Yes, you heard me right, that great one. We've had a lot of ups, we've had a lot of downs, we've had a lot of rants, and we've had a lot of raves between each other. But I think right now, while we may never like each other, we may never be on the same page. For those of you that watch the great one here on YouTube.com, that is the craze. Because you see, we got more news and rumors coming out right now as Brock Lesnar retirement angle leading to a babyface turn with one more match expected, one more match anticipated for the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar. However, ladies and gentlemen, that is not all. Because according to the dirt sheet, the websites and news, I've got breaking news on Triple H and huge developments on releases in WWE. If you thought Black Friday, if you thought the releases, if you thought the spring cleaning in WWE was something, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because we got more breaking news on more releases during this very video, this very episode of The Brash and the Brazen. Remember to donate with a super thanks donation or become a channel member today. We got breaking news as it concerns Triple H's role in WWE Creative after TKO leadership remarks. WWE's power structure has been under the microscope lately after comments from TKO president Mark Shapiro made it clear that the company holds authority over WWE corporations and operations. Now, more details are being leaked and exposed are emerging about how that authority actually works when it comes to creative decisions. Mark Shapiro addressed questions about WWE's direction since merging with UFC under the TKO banner. He explained that TKO ultimately holds control over company operations and decision-making. I'll kind of walk you through that. First of all, it has complete control, so we are responsible. Shapiro also explained how WWE structure changed over time, especially after the company publicly traded and later merged again into TKO, giving leadership more visibility into how the business operates. Nobody know, and nobody knew. They knew it was successful and that the brand was strong and had a legion of fans, but they didn't really know how the business worked and what it was making. Then Vince went public with WWE, and then TKO was formed with UFC and WWE coming together. Well, they do have full control if they want to, but Triple H does run the day-to-day and week-to-week creative in WWE. Like, there's a lot of people that seem to be letting Triple H off the hook for bad creative. I keep saying this. He is not being impended on when it comes to the Women's United States title booking or the booking of the tag team wrestling or mostly anything else. He also explained that TKO leadership tends to become more involved during major moments, particularly around WrestleMania, when larger business-driven decisions come into play. Now, it is clear, he wants to make it clear, to be seen as indispensable, which is why he's on TV, like just a common thing a lot of people do. You see with Carlos Silva, too. Those people want to be seen as indispensable. Not saying that they're bad people for it. They just want to make themselves seem as important as possible. Now, Shapiro's comments made it clear that TKO holds the authority to step in whenever necessary, but the day-to-day creative direction still falls on the game Triple H, regardless of rumors and gossip about him being released from TKO. However, that balance between corporate oversight and creative leadership continues to shape what fans see on WWE programming each and every week. Now let's get into the WWE releases, because quite frankly, guys, it has been a tumultuous time. It has been a bad time. It has been a very negative time for WWE across Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and even LFG. But ladies and gentlemen, according to rumors, gossip, and speculation online in real time, we are receiving word that the next rumored names, and again, we don't hope, we don't pray, we don't even wish that this happens. But again, every year, the WWE does need to trim the fat. The WWE needs to pivot. The WWE needs to focus on the focal points of the brand of the company. And now we are receiving word that Bayley, Titus O'Neil, Kevin Owens could be next to be released by WWE, including Shinsuke Nakamura. Yes, you heard that right. Nakamura and Bayley and Kevin Owens and Titus O'Neil could very well be the next ones released from WWE, according to rumor and gossip and speculation on time in real time. Now, you know, in my opinion, Bayley right now at this stage of her career does have AEW written all over her, in my estimation. But that's just my opinion. That is just the way I see things. But here on Sean View, it's all about you. Who is going to be on the chopping block? Who is going to get that pink slip? Who is going to be released from WWE? And again, we know of the confirmed list. We know the 100%ers that are gone from the company. Where are they going to go? What are they going to do? What are their futures going to look like in the WWE? But ladies and gentlemen, that certainly is not all, because there is no downfall here on the Brash and the Brazen. Also, Brock Lesnar reveals wild story behind his chest sore tattoo after drunken night. Kevin Nash reacts to White House correspondent's dinner shooting with security concerns. And Triple H reveals that he personally fired Hulk Hogan after racist comments surfaced. And the WWE Draft 2026 status looks uncertain amid lack of internal talk. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your emotions on that, because this is Sean View, and this is what I do day in and day out. Plenty more to come. We got more updates, more developments. Who will be released in the WWE, and do you blame Triple H for releasing Hulk Hogan and firing him before the racist comments came out? And what did you think about the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix? More to come. Subscribe.